teacher, you're looking for ways to make the 7-minute challenge work in your classroom. One of the ways in which it works to increase reading is to have students recognized for what it is they've accomplished. Now, often when we've had reading initiatives, we've looked at total minutes or total words or number of books. And I've been in classrooms where they race the Iditarod, or they try to see if they can get the principal up on the top of the roof of the school doing something silly, or kids are given certificates if they read so and so many words. What we want to do is not just make this an extrinsic, externally driven initiative. We want kids to be celebrated for what it is that they've learned through reading. I'd love to see schools in which kids have times, for example, 3 minutes of a class day is devoted to somebody doing a short presentation on things that they're really experts on. You know, I've learned a lot about volcanoes, and I'm going to describe for you some of the amazing things about some of the volcanoes that are inactive in the United States but may not always be inactive. Okay? Some little very quick talks like that, and for some kids who might not want to give those kinds of presentations, the information might be presented in another way, like a poster that might be posted in a hallway. We want to recognize that our students have gained some expertise. I'm looking forward to hearing how American teachers who take on the 7-minute challenge find ways in which they can cultivate their students' expertise and also to celebrate it. In fact, I'd love to hear from American kids about what they've become knowledgeable about and become experts at. I want to tell you a story of a young friend of mine who learned to read this summer. She was just finishing kindergarten, and she plopped herself down in a chair in my living room and announced that she had learned to read, and in fact she had. And she loves informational books, and her first book had been about ducks. And she announced that when she grew up, she was going to become a duck teacher, just teaching kids about ducks. And from my perspective, she nailed what we're after. Now, by the end of the summer, she'd also read some books about butterflies and snails. And she is now also going to expand her teaching repertoire as she goes into first grade to snails and butterflies and who knows what other books. She's also very interested in dolphins because there's been a pod of dolphins in our bay where we live. And so she's going to be a dolphin teacher and a duck teacher. But the point is, she has an area of expertise, and she's recognized it, and she is celebrated for knowing these things. And I'm very hopeful and eager to hear how American teachers and their students celebrate the immense funds of knowledge and information that I know are going to happen as a result of the 7-minute challenge.